and congratulated Yasser Arafat on the historic vote by the Palestine National Council to do away with that part of the Palestine Covenant which discusses the destruction of Israel. The United States thinks this is a very positive historic development which showed great wisdom, courage on the part of Yasser Arafat and the other Palestinian leaders, and it was high time that this took place. You know that the United States believes very strongly in the security of the Jewish people of Israel. We never agreed with this part of the covenant, and we think that now that the Palestine National Council has taken this decision, it's a very good thing. Now, on these negotiations, Secretary Christopher had a breakfast meeting in Jerusalem with Prime Minister Shimon Peres, with Israeli military leadership and the Israeli Foreign Ministry leadership. The Israeli delegation leadership has given us their reactions to the American proposed ceasefire and understanding document. Secretary Christopher is now back here in Damascus to meet with President Assad. He's going up to the palace now for a meeting where he will convey to President Assad some of the suggestions made both by Israel and by Lebanon. I would tell you, important differences remain in these negotiations. The parties to the negotiations must work hard to close those differences. There are obstacles. These are difficult, complex negotiations. We have not achieved yet what we had hoped to achieve. We are trying very hard. The United States believes that it's in the interest of all the countries in this region, certainly all the Arab countries, as well as Israel, to have a ceasefire in Lebanon. Having been to Lebanon yesterday and talked to Prime Minister Hariri, who's a very impressive man, who clearly wants peace, we think it's important that everyone else understand that we must make peace, achieve a ceasefire, so that civilians, Arab civilians, Israeli civilians, are no longer affected by the war. There's only one way to prevent civilian casualties, that is to stop the fighting. There's only one way to stop the fighting, that is to have a ceasefire. And that's what we're here to do.
I just heard the decision of the Palestinian organization to cancel the articles of the chart denying the existence of the State of Israel. It is an historical event. I discussed this question with the President Arafat a few days ago, and I insisted to him concerning the importance of such a decision. And it is a great victory for the peacemakers